The promise of bread and salt is that there's always room for a guest at an Eastern European table where the people are as welcoming as the food. Welcome to Pierogies Factory, where spectacular dumplings are filled with bounty such as potatoes, mushrooms, meat or cheese await. Let's go explore what's on the menu.
Hello guys, welcome in the Pierogies Factory, the best pierogi in the world.
I'm Ullmann and we love Pierogies Factory! We're here with Caesar, owner of Pierogies Factory, and thank you for having us here at your establishment.
Hi Michelle, how are you? Nice to see you over here in our place.
I'm good, and how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Great. Where are you from?
I'm from Ullmann. It's a small city in Poland, 60,000, approximately 100 miles from Warsaw, northeast of Poland.
Small town, huh?
Yes, small town, but it's very amazing place.
Right. Well, what brought you here to the United States?
I moved 3 days after I graduated my college in 2005.
So you didn't waste any time?
No, I didn't waste. I just always had some plan what I'm gonna do,
So what brought you here?
After those graduate, I have a master engineering degree from economy and computer science, and I used to have an internship during the school, and I realized to sitting on the desk all the time is not what I want to do. So I just moved here to see if I can achieve something. So obviously it works. But I was looking what I can do here, and when I went to one of the store, tried the pierogies, it wasn't authentic at all. So I said I have to do something about that.
So how long was it after you arrived here in the United States that happened? What was that moment time frame?
I started a farmer's market around 2011, and the response was great. A lot of people love the pierogies. So I started to make them retail packaging, sell them wholesale to different restaurants. Then I got the food truck. 2015 we opened the restaurant. So now we have a bigger plans.
What are your future plans?
So from this location right now, we are moving only a block away to the new construction building because we would like to get a bigger space with a little bit more options. And I would love to, whenever I will go to every state in the United States, to get the Pierogies Factory. That's the ultimate goal, to see Pierogies Factory, So that's the goal.
What's your biggest challenge in the restaurant?
Oh boys, Michelle, the biggest challenge, especially here in Colorado, to convince people at least try one time my food who never tried this before. Polish food is comfort food, and dumplings. Pierogies are dumplings, so it's like Italian ravioli. Everybody knows Italian ravioli here.
Yes.
Just give us a try. I promise, guys, you won't be disappointed.
If there was one thing you could say to someone who has never had Polish food or never been to Pierogies Factory, what would it be to convince them to come here?
I think the most important in the food business is food has to be delicious, price reasonable, and a good service. But the first thing, the food we make like in my house to my family. That's the key.
And that's some good points. People with families, they need to be able to afford to come out and eat, and sometimes that can be challenging, and I think your prices are very reasonable, especially considering the quality of food that you get.
I've been coming here since they opened. I ran into them, they had a food cart. The food is incredible. The pierogies are it. I mean, the kielbasa is really good, but it's the pierogies, and I like to go with the sauerkraut mushroom ones myself.
We're here at Pierogies Factory, where they're making pierogies by the hundreds every single day, right?
Hello, Michelle. Yes, we do every day a lot of pierogies. I'm glad you're over here so I can tell you what we make here. Not only pierogies, but also more different stuff. We make everything here. Okay. Goulash, cabbage rolls, sauces, all the salads. That comes all of them from this kitchen.
So let's get started. Tell us what we're going to make.
So we of course gonna make pierogies. That's what I would love to show you. So we're gonna start with the filling.
All right.
And we're gonna make potato onion filling today.
Sounds delicious.
Yep.
Let's
May I
get
start?
started. Yes.
Of course. So we're gonna start with the water. So like you can see, all we put over here in our big mixer.
How much water are you using?
Around 20 liters
20
of
liters,
the water.
that's
Yes.
a lot. Do you use hot water, cold water?
Cold water.
Cold water.
Cold water. Also the potato flakes.
Okay, what do you use potato flakes?
Potato flakes because they also, they're like a real potato, but with the mass production, it's really hard just sit and peel all those potatoes. So, this is also the great consistency, Okay.
Okay.
And there's also no additives, anything. This is just straight, just the potato.
Okay.
So first what I'm gonna do, we're just gonna pick it up the mixer, and we're gonna mix the water with the flakes.
So we're using cold water, potato flakes for consistency.
Yes. And it's pretty quick.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, that was fast. That we're just gonna mix our water with potato oil, and in this moment we can add our spices.
Can you tell me what's in there?
I can tell you some of them for sure.
Okay.
So, but it's I mean, there's no, I cannot tell you. So we got salt, black pepper, dehydrated vegetables like parsley, carrots, and celery.
Okay.
So we can gonna add this straight to our bowl.
Along with some secret spices.
I think the simple things, and that's the best. You know, we don't try. I don't believe that we have to put a lot of additives, preservatives. Just simple ingredients.
Excellent. I love
And after that, we're just gonna add our onions, which is we diced our onions, fresh onions. We
Okay.
dice them, and then we just cook them a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
It's a lot of onions.
Oh yeah, that's why we make potato onion. I think my customers, they have to feel, of course, not just the potato, but also the onions.
Oh, I can't wait to try
And
it.
that's gonna take just 1 minute to mix, and the filling is ready.
Okay.
Michelle, filling is done.
Great.
So I would like to show you, you know, how it looks like. Can you, if you don't mind, to give me the spoon over here? I put over the side. Thank you. And
Nice big spoon.
let's go come over here.
Okay.
Can you smell it?
Oh, I do. I smell the onions in there.
Yeah, onions, that's the
smells
thing.
very
That's how
good.
they look like.
Well,
So
we
that-
bring that
that's-
over here and show everybody
There
else.
you go.
You can see
That's
the parsley and it looks like carrots
Carrots,
in there.
celery.
Smells so good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And that's ready.
Okay.
Filling is ready. Now we can start doing our dough.
Okay. How do we make the dough?
We're gonna clean up after making a filling.
And then we'll make the dough?
Yes, exactly.
All right.
That's
Well,
what-
that sounds like somebody else's job. Caesar, are you ready to make some dough?
Yes. Who doesn't like the dough?
I like the dough.
Let's go try it to make my dough.
All right. Show us how it's done.
Yes, pretty simple. We're just gonna open my big boy over here.
He calls it the big boy.
Big boy, oh yes. So I'm gonna add the flour.
A big bag of flour to go with
Big
the big
bag
boy.
of the flour.
Is this how you get your workout every day?
Oh yes. You know, we use a lot of bags every day. So yes, that's, I can call that way, you know. I'm gonna put this on the side.
Okay.
So pretty simple, we add the flour inside.
Flour's inside.
I'm gonna add my water.
Okay. Is it cold water, warm water?
And that's the part, Michelle, really I don't wanna tell you.
It's not going to tell
Because
me the secrets.
a lot of places they're doing pierogi, and that's the secret is the dough.
Okay.
And it took me some, you know, some time to make the perfect one. So
So I feel like we're not going to get the full meal deal here, but maybe enough to learn how they're basically made.
I'm gonna, of course, tell what we're gonna put inside,
Sure.
but the ratio is gonna be in my secret. Yes.
Okay. I can live with that.
So we have a flour, we have a water. We're gonna add eggs.
Eggs. Not going to tell you how many.
Oh yeah. And maybe I should do this quicker so nobody will pay attention. Salt.
Oh.
I use rice bran oil. This is non-GMO. I try to get everything healthy ingredients, so that's the best oil. Do you know where I found
Great.
to use it? I'm
A
gonna
lot of people that like that feature.
close it and
Wow.
ready to make it dough.
How
Ready
long
to
did
roll.
you do this for?
Around 16 minutes.
So it's been 16 minutes. I assume the dough's ready.
It's supposed to be supple. It's very stretchy. Still it's warm. I can feel it. That's the best dough, so it doesn't break the pierogies. And I think that's the time to marry the dough with the filling.
Oh my gosh. I didn't bring a wedding gift.
This is very good. They're gonna be very good marriage.
Caesar, what is this?
So that's our pierogi machine. That's why where the small beauties comes off, you know. So to tell you how we do this, so we have a few different things. So here there comes the filling, the dough over here, all the filling dough go through the machine, and the molds just make those beautiful pierogies over here.
You know, I'm a little disappointed you don't make 8,000 to 10,000 pierogies a day by hand.
No, that will have to have army of 100 grandmas from Poland.
100.
So,
But
yes,
think
at
of all
least.
the employment.
Yes, that's why it will be not profitable at all. Okay, so we're filling up the hopper right now with our potato onion filling. So that's the first process. So now the next one, that's the dough we make before. We put them over here. So we put back our mold.
Okay.
So the next process is we start our mold. So that's how it is. That's our beautiful pierogies comes over here. And like I said, takes a little bit time, you know, they a little bit small than we do, but of course they're still delicious. But in our places where we sell, we try keep the same weight.
Right. So as they come out, obviously this tray is going to fill up. How do you handle that?
So we got on the rack, we put them on the rack, and we put on another tray on there. So so you will see, Michelle. So we put them over here, and we have to be remember very gently with pierogies, because we don't want to change the shape of them. So we always use side of our hand to make them.
Pull the tray out as they come out and fill it. This looks like some beef. What are we going to do with that?
Yes, Michelle. So this is another meal what I'm going to present today. It's goulash. This is one of my favorite meal with the pierogi on the side.
What is goulash?
Goulash is the tomato-based beef stew.
Oh, that sounds like a comfort food.
Yes, that's the comfort. A lot of Polish food is a comfort food. So now what we're gonna do, so I will start with the meat. So I use to our production, we use the beef knuckle. This is that's what I like to use, you know, it's very lean, you know, if we have some fat, we just take this out, you know, but that looks very nice. They cannot be too small because stew, it has to be slow cooked. Takes some time, so we don't want to get the beef take apart. So the best part, I would always use like this one, kind of like a square, you know, 1 inch, you know, the pieces like that. So that's what we do. So the first step, we just cutting our meat.
Looks like some nice hearty sizes.
Yep. So of course they're never gonna be so perfect, but that's what we do over here.
I don't think it's, you know, I don't like when you go somewhere and everything's so uniform. It makes me think like they didn't make it from scratch. When I see it like this, I imagine that it was made fresh in the kitchen.
Of course, that's why it's our goal, you know, our policy to in the company. I'm cooking here like I'm cooking at home, like I want to eat at home. So now when we cut our beef, so we're gonna start cook them. So I take this one to the pot. So we put the rice bran oil, that's what we use, and we put our chunk of beef. And that takes around 45 minutes, you know, to make those nice color, you know, and then we start put veggies.
It's 45 minutes later. Now what are we doing?
Yes, so now our meat, it's ready. So we're gonna get more ingredients, which is I'm gonna start it right now. So we put onions.
Okay.
Chopped onions. Green and red bell pepper.
Very colorful.
Oh yeah, a rainbow. Mushrooms.
Mushrooms, love mushrooms.
Also small pieces. And diced tomatoes.
Diced tomatoes.
Yes. And now we're mixing that, and we're waiting around 10-15 minutes.
Okay.
10-15 minutes.
What about seasonings or spices? Do you use any of those?
Yes, after when we put all those veggies, the pepper, mushrooms, onions, we're gonna put the spices, if you don't mind, handle to me, what we have prepared here.
That looks pretty.
Yes, and where we have salt, pepper, black pepper, garlic, Hungarian paprika, bay leaves, and allspice. And now probably, you know, we put everything on the low fire. It's gonna take another 30 minutes. That's what I would like to say, to make nice, you know, everything combined together to get the flavor. So the goulash is almost ready, and now what are we gonna do? The last part, we're gonna put, like I call zagenszczać, to make a goulash thick. We just wait until boil, so we don't have to paste the raw flour in the goulash, and make great consistency of our meal.
Caesar, this looks like cabbage.
Oh yes, so another meal what we're gonna present is the cabbage rolls.
Okay.
Cabbage rolls, so that's the It's a wrapped cabbage filled with rice, pork, and spices.
Okay, sounds good. What do we do?
So what we do, the most important part is you usually have to pick up the cabbage decent size, because obviously we need entire leaf, you know, to wrap in the meat in the cabbage.
Sure.
So what we have to do, we just have to cut the core out from the cabbage, so the leaves, they can easily, you know, comes apart, you know, in the hot water. So that's usually what we do.
Pretty far down.
Yes, yes, so that's gonna, as soon as you're gonna be more accurate in this part, it's gonna be easier later. So that's like you see right now, we have a whole guys, so that's super easy. And now what we do, we have a hot water.
Okay.
We're gonna boil it more. We add some salt. We need to put the cabbage with the core down. You just have to check after 10 minutes
Okay.
if the leaves go easily and they're ready to for another step.
What's next, Caesar?
So next, when we got cabbage in the water, we're gonna do rice.
Rice.
If you don't mind, can you handle me for me the rice over
Absolutely.
here? Thank you. So again, we're gonna add some salt to the water, and we're gonna put the rice. Rice supposed to be cooked, full cooked, you know. Some people, they use half, you know, cooked, but and my grandma, she always do the full cooked, because a lot of people in Poland, half and half family, some of them they baked cabbage rolls,
Yeah.
some of them they boiled. My family was always boiled, that's why what we always do, and that's why we need the full boiled rice.
So why
So-
do some families bake versus boil?
I think this is just, I mean, that was from probably tradition very far before, you know, because Poland was a lot of fights, there was invasions, a lot of, so like north side of Poland, people make totally different food than make on the south. And the difference between it's only maybe 300 miles.
Okay.
So it's a lot of different tradition, even 100 miles from my house, they can be, from my city, they can be totally different cooking style.
Okay.
So that's, like I said, I make everything like my grandma used to make.
Great. I love tradition.
Yeah. Okay, Michelle, rice is ready. So after 15 minutes, around 15 minutes of cooking, you know, we just drain this. So we grind our pork already. So we grind this in the house. Of course, you can buy also the grind pork, but we grind this on the house. So we have a pork over here. Then we just pour the rice. And if you don't mind, can you hand me some spices? We're gonna add salt,
This is garlic,
black pepper,
pepper, I'll take
and the
those.
pepper.
And what was the last one?
Allspice.
Great.
Like I said, allspice is very popular in our kitchen.
Yes.
So now I'm using, just mix everything together to get the one consistency. And like I said, when this is gonna be ready, it's a raw pork, but that's what we do. We wrap this in the cabbage and we're just gonna boil this. Filling is ready. We're gonna start work on the cabbage. If
Alright.
you don't mind, Michelle, pass me this container over
Okay.
here. And if you can take this container to on your side, please.
Okay. I feel like an official assistant now.
I like it. I will teach you some tricks today.
I'm on. Let's do it.
So the cabbage is already, like you see, hot water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this.
That looks heavy.
Yeah, everybody can see it.
Yes.
So, do you see, like after the cooking, the leaves? That's what we need. We need the full leaf to wrap the cabbage, right?
Okay.
You see all these pieces like that. Okay. And another trick, what's always my grandma used to make it even more delicious. This part is still kind of hard.
Okay.
So what they do, she just take the knife and cut this piece out.
Oh.
So that's easier to roll.
Problem
the
solved.
cabbage, yep. So now what we put, the cabbage over here,
Okay.
we take the meat, and usually that's it. It's always preparation how much meat you would like
About
to
that
use.
much.
Yep, that's that much what I do. So we're gonna do like that. And both sides. That's a lot of work, guys.
Like a burrito.
Like a burrito, exactly. That's how it's my way. But I would love to show you how my moms make this.
Oh.
My mom is here. Please, chodź, mamo.
You know, mom's way is the right
Yeah,
way.
my mom, she doesn't speak she doesn't speak English, but if you like to ask her something, Michelle,
Okay.
I can translate that.
Was he difficult to raise?
Czy było ciężko mnie wychować? Ciężko było mi wychodzić?
Ciężko.
She said yes. Was
I just
was
had to
hard. But I don't agree with that exactly. Możesz już to
Well, you
zamieniać
know,
jednego. Yeah.
everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yes.
You know, it's kind of fun. Your mom did so much better than you did.
One day definitely, maybe I'm gonna be better, but we'll see that.
Definitely, maybe.
Maybe.
All right, our cabbage rolls are rolled expertly by your mother. What do we do with them now?
Right now, what we're gonna do, we have to cook them.
Okay. I'm hungry. Let's go to the restaurant. What do we have going on here?
Shell, so now we're gonna plate the goulash with the pierogies. So every hour entree, goulash, hunter's stew, schnitzel comes with the pierogies. So if you don't mind, give me the plate here.
Yes,
And we have a sauerkraut salad. Kraut is from Poland. We mix this with carrots, onions, and spices. Now we got the pierogi. We're gonna present the boiled pierogies.
All right.
So we're gonna add them over here.
And what flavor pierogies is this?
This is sauerkraut and mushroom.
Okay.
We're gonna put some onions on the top. And I'm gonna just bring the goulash.
Okay.
Okay, Michelle, that's goulash ready on the plate for you.
Looks very good.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna dive right in. That beef is so tender.
Thank you.
I can taste mushrooms, some peppers, some tomato,
Onions as well.
onions.
Yep.
There's a little seasoning, I can't quite put my finger on it, but it makes this dish its own unique flavor.
Comfort food.
Comfort food, absolutely.
Michelle, do you know what we got here?
The biggest dumpling you could possibly make.
Yeah, you wish. But
I do wish.
that's the cabbage rolls. Cabbage rolls we're gonna put on the plate and we warm up in our vegetable broth. Super delicious. We're gonna put our homemade tomato sauce on the cabbage roll like my grandma used to make. There you go, grandma's cabbage rolls.
Okay, I have a fork.
Yep.
I'm gonna take this from you
Okay.
because I'm not gonna let you eat any food. Okay.
Thank you.
You know what surprises me is the sauce on top
Yep.
is so sweet and acidic at the same time. The pork is tender. The cabbage is soft but still holds together.
That's what we do, yeah.
It's a win.
More famous
More-
cabbage rolls.
Well, now they're going to be more famous because cabbage roll's been on TV,
It's okay.
but just this one. Do you want to preserve it?
No.
Good, because I want to eat it.
Michelle, so now I would like to show you how we make our deep fried pork pierogies.
Okay.
By the way, pork pierogies, that's my favorite pierogies.
Okay.
Yep. So we're gonna present 10 pierogies.
10.
So 10, yep. I thought you might be still hungry, so I put 10 over here.
I have a little room left.
Yep. So I'm just drop them here, and we keep this around 3 minutes until they're golden brown.
Okay.
They're ready to put on the plate.
Why'd you put the other basket on top of them?
So the reason we put this one, because they don't float, so the entire covering the oil, so they're gonna be golden brown for each side.
So you don't have to try and flip them over like a fried donut?
No, just like that. Da, 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 da. And we have two different, in our restaurant, we serve 5 different toppings. So that's why people, anytime they can combine different flavors of pierogies with different toppings, so that doesn't get boring, right? So the pork pierogi I decided to show you with green chili
All right.
and roasted garlic parsley butter.
All right.
Yep, that's what we're
And do
gonna
you make the green chili yourself?
Yeah, we make our green chili and the parsley, everything, all sauces we make ourselves.
Wow. Okay.
Except we don't grow onions, but
You don't grow onions.
We don't grow
You know what?
onions.
That's it. I'm out of here.
yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Michelle, pierogi is ready. So, like you see, they're very nice, golden.
Yeah,
Let's go
they are.
just them, rinse a little bit.
Okay.
Like maybe 20 minutes. No,
20 minutes.
20 seconds.
Okay. I can do 20 seconds.
20 seconds, they'll be ready on our plate.
Okay.
That's why we say, see how the golden they are from each side?
They really are. Yes.
That's why we put the basket.
Okay.
So we see there's not a lot of oil going down to the fryer.
All right.
I wanna make sure I don't spill on you. We're just gonna put 10 pork pierogies. So that's how they look like our 10 pork pierogies, deep fried.
That looks like a full serving of delight. Let's go eat.
Let's go eat.
That might be spicy.
That's my cue.
All right. Win. I like that it's fried. It's crispy all the way around, whereas the sauteed was crispy in some parts. And the boiled is totally different on texture with the outside. And the pork on the inside is almost creamy. Tender, delicious, quiet. Very, very good.
Must be my turn. I love the way it's crunchy. The spice is amazing. And I think I'm gonna eat this whole plate.
I think it's time to go away.
Okay.
That right there was a win. And what kind of pierogi did you get?
Potato and cheese.
That sounds good. Can I have a bite? Armed with Grandma's recipes and the helping hands of family, Pierogies Factory is pumping out high-quality Eastern European food. This is the house that hard work built, and we think you'll not only love it, but you just might discover that pierogies are the food that dreams are made of. Until next time, we encourage you to get out wherever you are, find a locally owned restaurant, and discover for yourself what's on the menu.
That's one bored puppy.